Hi, I'm Joe Heath.
I'm Toni Heath.
And this is the Patreon of Rassilon.
Joe, that sounds interesting. What is it?
Well, as you may know, Toni and I have been watching and talking about every episode of Doctor Who on a podcast we call the Watch-A-Thon of Rassilon.
What is that?
I just said it's a podcast where we watch and talk about every episode of Doctor Who.
In order?
Yep, from the first Doctor all the way to Doctor whomever it winds up being. You seriously don't know about this? You're on the podcast.
I'm pretending for the audience's benefit. Speaking of, how can the audience benefit from watching this video?
Okay, so you've been listening to the podcast, right?
No. I'm in it.
Talking to the audience.
Oh.
So you've listened. You presumably loved it. And you want to help the show out.
But how?
By going to patreon.com/watchathon and donating to our Patreon.
That sounds like it benefits us. What about the audience, Joe? Who will think of the audience?
Well, depending on how much they donate per month, they'll get some cool rewards.
That sounds beneficial.
Yes, it does.
So what are these rewards?
These rewards are the Rewards of Rassilon. For $1 a month, you will access the Thanks of Rassilon.
You'll get access to our Patreon stream, which includes updates and behind-the-scenes stuff.
For $3 a month, you will access the Friends of Rassilon.
You'll get access to the Patreon stream, and we'll give you a shout-out on the podcast, as well as including your name on a special Friends of Rassilon page on our website.
For $5 a month, you will access the Early Release of Rassilon.
You get the Patreon stream, the shout-out, and the podcast episodes one day early.
Listen to the podcast before your friends. Rub it in their faces.
Or you could tell them they can get it early too by donating.
Or that. For $10 a month, you will access the Videos of Rassilon.
You get the stream, the shout-out, early episodes, and you will get uncut videos of us recording the podcast.
See the stuff that we cut out.
Like this.
Leave it in. Leave it in. Just leave it in. Okay. For $15 a month, you will access the Voyeurs of Rassilon.
You'll get all the previous shit I said before, as well as videos of us watching the actual episode.
See the initial reactions on our faces.
Like this. Nice rock. Good rock.
And not only do we have these cool rewards, we have stretch goals.
Stretch goals are unlocked when we've reached a certain cumulative amount of money per month.
That means all together. For example, if we get up to $5 a month from you guys, we'll get an easier to remember domain name.
And if we reach $150 a month, we'll start a brand new podcast.
The Watch-A-Thon of Con!
That's right, we'll watch and talk about every episode and movie of Star Trek starting from the beginning.
Star Trek, the original ones.
The New Regeneration.
Deep Spock 9.
Voyager.
Firefly.
And of course, the Jar Jar Abrams reboot.
And we plan on adding more stretch goals.
Stretch goals for new equipment so that we sound better.
A goal to make the Rassilon podcast weekly.
And other things.
If you have any ideas, we'd love to hear from you.
Because we love you.
And we hope that you love us. And donate to our Patreon at patreon.com/watchathon.
Thanks.
Keep it Rassil awesome.
No.